Hi and welcome back. I want to talk about certain tools that we normally should be using when we're doing hard surfaces in ZBrush. Um, let's get right to it. This is sort of a concept that I'm just fooling around with, nothing serious. It's not even half done. But I can use this to kind of give you an idea of how to make some hard surfaces in ZBrush. The first tool I want to go over is the actual standard brush. The standard brush will allow me to pretty much get creases and stuff like that. Let's say if I wanted something like this. And the way I'm getting both sides is I have symmetry on, and in order to get that, you just hit X. Symmetry's off, now symmetry's back on. I can take that standard brush and I can hit Alt, and instead of pushing it in, it's going to pull it out. See that? So one pushes it in, standard brush without Alt pushes it in, and standard brush hitting Alt pulls it out. So how would I use that in the model? Well, basically, I can take this edge, use this, bring this down a little bit. I'm going to hit the Alt and I'm going to pull it out. Pull out these edges. Then what I'm going to do with those edges is I'm going to use another tool called pinch. So I'm using another brush called pinch. And now I go there and I squeeze that in. So see that sharp edge I'm getting right there? Now another very important tool I will use. So we went over the standard brush, and we went over the pinch. Another really great tool to use is the trim dynamics. Trim dynamics is going to flatten out that surface. It actually pushes it in. I'm going to flatten it out. I can use this to almost sculpt the structure. Now I'm smoothing this out by holding Shift, and as you can see, it's on smooth. Release Shift, hold Shift, it goes to smooth. Now just to let you know, there's two kinds of smooths that you can work with. There's a smooth where you hold Shift down and you start clicking and smoothing it. Then there's the the smooth, where you hold it down, click, release the Shift button, and then start smoothing it. The first one will try to maintain the structure of your model. The second one is a better algorithm that actually gets rid of a lot of imperfections or anomalies inside of the model. Normally, I like to use the second one. So I want to tighten up this corner here. So I'm going to trim this, smooth, smooth, and then I'm going to bring out this edge here by going to pinch. I can lower this, but this is not a real model, so doesn't really matter so much. I'm just giving you guys an idea. Now another good tool to use is the move tool. So I'm going to increase the size of this, and I'm going to go straight to the move tool, and now I can start moving things around. It's really good for a lot of times when you first start to get an overall structure of a model. Like I said, again, I am not trying to make anything here. At least not yet. I'm just giving you guys an idea of how these things work. Okay. So and you just keep on doing these things as you go. Now, if you notice what's happening when I'm working here, I'm actually selecting between polish, between move, between the standard brush, and all those brushes, and the pinch. Now, the way I do that, actually, you can create a shortcut key for your brushes. So let's say I wanted a shortcut key for, let's see. Okay, so I have a shortcut key for clay buildup. So my shortcut key for clay buildup is Alt-B. And then I can just go ahead and use that. And my shortcut key for move is Alt-M. And I can go ahead and do that. And I can go between the two very quickly, you see. From build up to move. Whatever. Now, the way I do that is basically you go ahead and click on, let's say I want to inflate. Where is inflate? So I'm going to go there, and then I. Okay, so here's inflate. So the first thing I do is I hit Control Alt, and then I click it. And now if you look up here, oops. Control. So I'm going to go and not form soft. I'm going to hit I, go back to inflate. So I'm going to hit Control Alt. And if you look up at the top, it says press any key combination to assign custom hotkey. So now I can just press any key combination. I can hit Alt S. I can just hit S if it's not assigned to anything. But if I think it's assigned to something, what I can do is I can hit delete. It'll delete the last assignment, and then I do it again, and then I assign a new, shortcut key. So this is how you can have shortcut keys for whatever you want in ZBrush. A lot of people don't really use this, and I don't know why, because it makes things a lot faster. So that's how you get the shortcut keys. I'm not going to do it because I already have Inflate for something. And those are basically the main tools that you want to focus on. All the other tools, obviously, there's so many great tools in ZBrush. It's almost like Photoshop. But basically, like Photoshop, you can pretty much do everything you need to do with only like 5 tools. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and email me. And hope you have fun ZBrushing.